Are you ready for it? Oh, are you ready for it? But no, really, are you ready to unbox the latest wave of Barbie Fashionistas? Because it is Fashionista unboxing time, baby! Now, this latest wave of Barbie Fashionistas is again inspired by iconic Barbie looks over the past years, because this is Barbie's 65th anniversary. So each of these dolls has an iconic look that they are referencing and recreating in 2024 Barbie Fashionista style. Barbie Fashionistas are my favorite playline line of Barbies, and I'm really excited to get this next wave out of the box and take a closer look. As always, before unboxing, I like to take a look at the doll's packaging. These 2024 Fashionistas are in a plastic case with bright and colorful packaging. Each doll box shows the current and previous lineup of Fashionistas and features doll art unique to each Fashionista. You can see the Fashionistas' OG inspiration. Time to unbox! Fashionista 221 is the first fashionista from this wave, and she's inspired by the 1980 Black Barbie. This was the first black doll to receive the name Barbie and not just be a friend of Barbie. Like her iconic reference, Fashionista 221 is killing it. She's on the 2018-2019 body that features a smaller bust and thicker waist than the original body type. She has the Grace face mold, which is very similar to the Mbili face mold, but it has a later mold date. Face-wise, 221 looks very similar to Fashionista 185 to me, especially in the eyes, which are pretty pixelated. However, the doll's hair is styled differently. 221's hair is styled in an afro. Mine did come a bit mashed in the back, and I want to restyle it to get rid of that, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet. She wears a sparkly red dress with shoulder cutouts, and the fabric really evoked Black Barbie's look. Her dress velcros in the back, and she comes with tall red heels. My doll's shoes are a bit squished, unfortunately. Her accessory is a gold necklace that kind of reminds me of that necklace, in the Black Panther movies that contained Black Panther's suit. Maybe it's the triangles, I think. For me, 221 needs a little restyling to look her best, but she is a beauty. In regards to her reference doll, I give her an A. The reference is clear, but also brought into the 2024 fashion world. If her face was a little more unique and I didn't feel like I already had this doll in my collection, 221 would be my favorite from this wave. Fashionista 222 draws inspiration from the 1980 Golden Dream Barbie. She's on a petite body and has the 2003 summer face mold. She has golden blonde hair and gray eyes, a hint of yellow gold eyeshadow, and is stunning. She looks more Barbie to me than the Millie of this wave. Everything about her just screams a sun-kissed Malibu on the beach. Her outfit is a gold jumpsuit that hits a little above the ankle. The ankle of the pants is raw, but hey, at least this outfit velcros in the back. She wears a clear high heel boot for her shoes. She has a Golden Dream choker. Hey, get it? Golden Dream. Like her reference Barbie. As I've said in my previous videos, blonde Barbies aren't always my go-to dolls, but she is hands down my favorite of this wave. I give her an A+. Her reference is so well translated, and it just made a gorgeous doll. 223 is the Barbie doll of this line and is based off the 1984 Totally Hair Barbie. She has a Millie face mold and is on an original body. She does have pixelization, but it's not so bad. Like her inspo doll, she has crimped hair, but it is pretty uneven and mine needs some TLC. And if I were going to keep her, I'd fix it. However, Millies are so common that they have to have some sort of wow factor to earn their place in my collection. And I don't really feel 223 does have a wow factor. She's just a, nice Millie doll. Her accessory is these pink triangle earrings. which are very 80s inspired. 223 wears a dress with that totally hair pattern, as well as a scoop neck neckline. It velcros in the back, which I am exceedingly grateful, and she wears pink platform heels. All in all, this is a really cute doll, and I also give her an A plus for her outfit. I could tell just from the promo pictures that she was inspired by the Totally Hair doll. There are, however, a plethora of Millie Fashionistas to choose from, and this doll probably won't accompany her outfit into my official doll collection, as great of an adaptation as she is. Fashionista 224 draws inspiration from the 1973 Quick Curl Barbie. She's on an original body, and from the promo picture, I wasn't sure how I felt about her. In promo pictures, her facial features seemed blurred and indistinct. However, she does have a new face mold, which is always a plus for me, and I like it. Though she does remind me of the Cookie Sea Swirl face mold, I do really like how sweet she looks. She has black hair with a bit of a curl on the end. Outfit-wise, she's wearing a pink checkered dress with a ruffle on the bottom and a black bow at the collar. Her accessory is a black bracelet, and her shoes are a pearly white ballet flat that I can never seem to get to stay on Barbie feet. These shoes just always take a nosedive straight off Barbie's feet as soon as I pick her up, and then I have to hunt around on the carpet for them. Such a hassle, although they are very sweet. Out of the box, this doll has grown on me to the point where I do want to give her a made-to-move body. However, I give her a B in regards to her adaptation of the 1973 Quick Curl Barbie. The outfit is clearly based off that doll, but I think she's missing in the curl department, and I would have loved to see a doll with more curls. Still, she is now one of my favorites from this wave, despite all of my initial misgivings. Our next fashionista, 225, modernizes the 1983 Dream Date Barbie doll. She's the first curvy of this wave and has a new face mold. Sadly, she is one of the worst shiny and pixelated faces of this wave. This face mold does remind me a lot of the Desiree face mold, but it is from 2023, so it's not actually the Desiree face mold. I love her duotone brown curls. They are so very soft and gorgeously styled. This fashionista has my least favorite outfit of the wave, but you can't really blame her when you see what she was inspired by. She's wearing a one-shouldered dress with a ruffle sleeve, a sequin top, and a shiny satin-like skirt. It just screams 80s prom dress to me, and it's a little dated for my taste. Her accessory is a purple belt with a rose detail, and the dress does indeed Velcro in the back. She is a pretty doll in an unfortunate dress. But again, it's not exactly her fault which Barbie she was supposed to reference. With the curls and the colors of the dress, 225 does evoke the Dream Date Barbie. However, because she couldn't quite bring the look into 2024, I give her a B+. Still, clothes are easy enough to change, and the doll herself is a beauty. 226 is our first Ken, inspired by Kens of yesteryear, and his inspo doll is the 1980 Western Ken. 226 is on an original body and has the smiling Ken face mold, which I don't mind as much as the first time I saw it. Plus, he's the first doll this wave to have a very matte, smooth face paint and no pixelization. Despite this, he probably will not join his clothes in my collection, as I already have this exact Ken. Ken wears a blue and black printed shirt with white pants and low-rise black boots, which I adore. I do wish this shirt was not printed though. All in all, I just don't find this Ken that exciting. I know Mattel likes to keep Kens and Millies on the shelves in the fashionista waves, but I'm always looking for dolls who look like new characters to add to my collection. I also feel he's a little bit of a miss in referencing the 1980s Western Ken. His shirt has a Western vibe, but looking at them side by side, it's a bit of a stretch. But because of the boots, I'll give 226 a C+. Fashionista 227 draws inspiration from the 1991 Totally Hair Ken. He's on a slim body, and I typically love those, but his head just seems a bit large for his slim body. He has a new head mold with luscious brown molded hair and a beard. When I got him, I just stared at him for several minutes, trying to decide if his eyes were wonky and if I need to send him back for replacement. To be honest, I'm still undecided on whether or not his eyes are wonky and just a little low on his face or not. He also uses that totally hair pattern in the sleeveless hoodie he wears, and I love that now he and Barbie can have a matching outfit. He has purple jean shorts with an elastic waist, so they just slip on. His shoes are super cute white sneakers, kind of remind me of Air Force Ones or Jordans. You can tell I'm very up on my shoe lore. From far away, I don't notice the eyes so much, and I think this doll has a great translation of the totally hair Ken, especially because his hair is such a focal point. So A plus for him. I'm definitely planning on body swapping him to an original body though. Now 229, our next fashionista, is not based off of an iconic Barbie look, but is the first visually impaired fashionista. You can see the braille on her packaging to make her more accessible for anyone who is visually impaired. 229 is on an original body and has the Fashionista 160 face mold. She has soft brown hair with lighter streaks in it and a middle part. She's wearing a satiny pink baby tee and a lilac tulle ruffled skirt. I read online that Mattel intentionally made her outfit tactilely interesting, and both pieces do have a different texture to them. She wears lavender purple heels, which I love, and comes with chrome silver aviator sunglasses. This doll also comes with a cane that has a grip for the doll to hold, as well as additional articulation at the elbows. So what you're telling me, Mattel, is that you could afford to add articulation to Fashionistas for the $11 price point? Anyway, 228 is a beautiful doll and a worthy addition to the Fashionista line. Finally, 229 is also not based off of an iconic Barbie look, but is the second ever fashionista with Down syndrome. I think both 228 and 229 are actually early releases of Fashionista Wave 3 for this year, but I got them already, so I decided to include them anyway in this video. 229 has a body type that I've named Petite Curvy, and we've only ever seen this on the other fashionista with Down syndrome. 229 has a beautiful new face mold, though she sadly does suffer from shininess and pixelization. She wears her hair in black braids with painted edges, and she comes with pink glasses that I had so much trouble putting on her face and then keeping them on. I don't know if my glasses maybe were bent a little bit. Anyway, she wears a blue dress with yellow and blue hearts, as well as the arrow symbol, both of which are symbols that represent Down syndrome. Her dress velcros in the back, and 229 is rocking hot pink sneakers. She is such a beautiful doll, and I'm happy to see that Mattel continues to focus on expanding their inclusivity of the Fashionista line. She is gorgeous and definitely one of my favorites for this wave. In conclusion, this is another great line of Barbie Fashionistas that have been unboxed and added to the collection. Like I always say, Barbie Fashionistas are my favorite playline doll line, and I think there are some great additions in this wave to the overall collection. I think it's such a fun added twist that this line of Barbie Fashionistas are inspired by iconic Barbie looks from the past, and I love that they included the Kens this time as well in this wave, not just the Barbies. While the Fashionista line is still struggling with the pixelization issue, at least this wave has Velcro on their clothes. Again, thank goodness, because the last wave, I had such a hard time taking their clothes off and putting their clothes back on because there was no Velcro. So I'm glad that this wave is back to using Velcro. Now, I don't know if it's because I so recently unboxed the last wave, but in this wave, none of the dolls really stood out to me as a doll that I love, love, love. Like, I'm going to die for this doll. This doll has to be on my shelf all the time. But I do like a lot of the dolls in this wave, and these ones are my favorite from wave 4. What about you? What are your must-haves from this wave? And do you think there are any iconic Barbie looks that Mattel missed the opportunity to put into this wave of Barbie Fashionistas? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. And yes, thank you for noticing. I did change up my background. But all things aside, yes, I did cut my hair. It was time. I go in like a 3-year cycle of like cutting my hair really short and then keeping it short and letting it grow. And then it gets to the point where I'm like, ugh, this hair is killing me. Then I chop it all off. And then after a while, I'm like, oh, I miss my long hair. Then I grow it out and then I get tired of it. It just goes around and around and around. So it's time for a short hair phase. And maybe now you understand why I love short hair Barbie so much. And I think there are some great addiction. Barbie Fashionistas are probably not probably. Barbie Fashionistas are my favorite playline fashion. I can speak. Are you ready for it? Oh, baby, let the unboxing begin. The unboxing begin. All right, I have to think of another Taylor Swift song to sing. Love came back to me. Oh, oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. You're a cowboy like me. But I knew you dancing in your Levi's, drunk under a streetlight. You're my lover.